The afternoon, you can go down to the RAF experience where there are certain signings going on, and then across it meets the pilot's tent. That's at the eastern end of the airfield. We're trying to get that full schedule put up on the screens to enable you to
These from 825 Naval Air Squadron, part of the Wildcat Maritime Force, headquartered, based at Royal Naval Air Station Yeovilton in Somerset, and together they formed the Royal Navy's helicopter display team, the Black Cats, named after a piece of naval slang for one-upmanship, and they include .50 caliber machine guns, torpedoes, the Marklet and Sea Venom missiles and more, running in for their first pass. Two Wildcats of the Black Cats, and they'll be pulling up into initial 360-degree wingovers. In February 2013, he's been on the Wildcat Maritime Force since 2017, and he's been operating the type notably on several tours in the Middle East, land-based operations, and outboard interesting. Lieutenant Scott Sunderland rolls over the top of Black One as they fly away from us, heading here down what we refer to as the B-axis. So the A-axis is the display axis that you see a lot of the aircraft flying along as they pass along the line of the runway. B-axis is at 90 degrees onto that, and the two Wildcats pull up and perform synchronised wingovers. Black 2, Lieutenant Scott Sunderland has been in the Navy since 2010. He joined as a direct entry pilot, went through flying training, was streamed straight onto the Wildcat from there, and his recent activities operationally really show very well what this type has been up to. He deployed to the Middle East in 2018 aboard HMS Dragon. He's involved in, on one occasion, seizing more than £145 million worth of drones in a counter-narcotics operation record for a UK warship in that region. Coming back to the UK, he trains a maritime counter-terrorism interdiction pilot and spent 2 years on the Navy's equivalent of reaction alert, basically holding a short notice roster in case of maritime terrorism. So out of that formation nose over, we now see the two Wildcats rejoining, heading back down for about 100 feet, and they'll be coming into the hover and initially moving wheels to give you all a bow. As they get ready to fly the carousel, rotating around one another. the top of the climb. You'll see a little bit of extra lattice separation being created between the pair. There it is. So getting ready here for the crossing nose over.
Wildcat can be produced as a new build airframe or a Lynx or Super Lynx. Can be used as a donor airframe in order to reduce costs. The Wildcat sharing roughly 5% of its parts in common. In addition to the UK, the type is also flown by the Republic of Korea Navy and the Philippine Navy.
The Royal Navy Wildcat's new build airframe, an option is available for any solution they wish.
With plenty of Lynx still being available as donor airframes around the world.
Definitely. So climbing again in front of us. Ready for another vertiginous nose over. Formation. And Mark mentioned earlier the fact that there are both Army Air Corps and Royal Navy versions of the Wildcat. Both of them have this wheeled undercarriage. One way you used to be able to distinguish Navy from Army Lynx was that the Army Air Corps Lynx had skids as landing gear and the naval ones had a wheeled undercarriage. That was apart from the Army Mark 9s which had wheels.
That made the reconnaissance or the recce of it very, very simple, as you say. It's changed, but it is slightly different profile. In addition to the highly visible seat scanning radar, Wildcat, this variant we see in front of us, the HMO2, can carry a mix and match of missiles with up to 20 Mark short range and up to 4 Sea Venom heavy strike anti-surface missiles.
This is very much a part, isn't it, of the modernisation of Fleet Air Arm air power in recent years. The F-35B Lightning, the Crow's Nest Merlin replacing the old AEW Sea Kings. We've got one of those Merlins here in the static for the first time, and the new Queen Elizabeth class Harriers. Of course, those technological upgrades have also increased interoperability. With a platform proven in September 2022 and a maritime Wildcat later designated a target, which was then subsequently attacked by an RAF Typhoon with a Pegway 4 bomb. So a crossing break there in front of us as they swap positions. But they're now getting ready for their final break. Running in straight in front of you, the Leonardo Wildcat HMA2s of the Royal Navy Helicopter Display Team, the 2024 Black Cats. The first one being a diffuser on the exhaust reflux, just to reduce the infrared signature. The second one was the diamond shape of the boom at the rear of the aircraft, which also reduces the radar cross signature. Black Cats then are going to be positioning to land at the threshold of runway 27. But in the meantime, while we wait for that, it's over to our roving reporter, Alicia.
I'm here at the F-16 Viper line with Turbo, who is a weapons instructor from the Royal Netherlands Air Force and is also an F-16 pilot. Turbo, please can you tell me a little bit about your career with flying F-16?
Well, I've been fortunate enough to fly F-16s for the last 14 years now. I got back into the squadron in 2010, and it's been a hell of a tour because it's getting pretty safe. 14 years long for 10 deployments, ranging from Afghanistan to Libya, Iraq, and Syria. It's done well for us, our allies, and me personally. So.
What does it feel like to fly an F-16?
Well, we say it's the best thing you can do with your pants on, but it's absolutely amazing. It's versatile, it's maneuverable, and it's, after a certain amount of hours, it's so intuitive, designed by Lockheed Martin. The pilot is in our face, and what we see on our speeds and how we control it with our hands and feet is amazing. They did an amazing job, so it's like riding a bicycle, as we say in the Netherlands. So.
Yes, you do. So this year at RIAT, it's very special for the F-16 because we're celebrating the 35th anniversary. Does this mean that the aircraft is out of date now?
Well, actually not. No, I would quote the previous chief of staff of the Air Force, or the U.S. Air Force, General Ron, said that they're continuing to fly the F-16 still at least 2045 because you're not taking your Ferrari into work every day to commute. You're taking your Ferrari on the weekends with the newer fifth-gen airframes. Oh, you're being sneaky. That will be doing just as you want to see the military support and
with many years to come. How do they keep it updated maintenance-wise?
Well, we got a lot of really well-trained personnel that really do well and have a lot of experience because this plane has been flying for 50 years, so we know all the things that make this jet work or not work. So that gives a lot of a high serviceability rate, which other airframes don't always can compete with. So I think it's very they do a great job. And the engineering part, yeah, they're continuously updating it. I just talked to one of the test pilots. They're making the new Block 70, and that's typically just an F-35, which you don't see on the wall, you do see on the radar a little bit. So I think it's still really relevant. Yeah.
Okay. Well, here on the Viper line, your aircraft is a couple behind us. Can you tell us a little bit about the ones that are lined up? Who do they belong to?
Oh, yeah, good point. Well, it's actually fun because the Viper community overall in the world is a very tight-knit community eventually because we see each other everywhere. And I don't know, there's 3,000 plus F-16s built, ranging from the Air Forces of Europe to